Hey guys, what's up? This is GaLm, and welcome to another update video. Today is July 10th, at least in terms of me recording this, and this is a rough video to do. I've tried multiple times, so thankfully I've gone through a lot of the emotions on it, so I can get a little bit more straight to the point. But I need help, and I don't like asking for help uh, at all. I'm very much a kind of person who would rather just try and fix the situation and just work harder to make things better. But I have been trying to do that basically for a decade, and that brought me to this point. So I'm going to do something different. I'm going to ask for help. I'm going to ask for direct help because I am in a financial situation that is really bad. I got put behind because of my medication mix up and my mental health issues. I wasn't able to work, and I'm behind on rent. I am behind on a couple of the utilities. I have not been able to pay my hospital bills. And so in total, I'm looking at needing to pay like $12,000. And that's just like general, like that's a rounded estimate of how much I'm going to need to pay uh, this month. And there might be some things I can kind of wiggle room, like maybe I can ask the landlord for a bit of an extension, give him the full like circumstance. But there's only so much that you can ask, like, hey, I know I haven't paid for 3 months. Can you delay it again before you just get kicked out? That's totally, I think, fair for them to kick me out. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. If I'm unable to meet the amount of money that I need to, or not in terms of the GoFundMe, but just pay off these bills in particular, I could either get kicked out or we could be out of power or internet. And I don't want any of those things, so I'm asking for help. If you are able to donate to the GoFundMe, then that would be awesome. You don't have to, though. You do not have to. I'm going to continue to try to make this work with what I've got and what I will be getting paid. But the money I'm getting this month will be for June and May, both of which were months I did not work. As like I did not work in a consistent way, so I'm not getting paid that much, basically. So any help will allow me to be able to pay off the bills and then maybe also be able to eat. So that would be really, really nice. You don't have to donate direct to that. You could just watch my streams on twitch.tv/GaLm, or you can just watch the videos here that I'm going to be posting, because I am going to be trying to stream and post videos on YouTube. So that way I am working, because I do feel like I need to work, even if some people are feeling like I shouldn't be working so soon after what happened a month ago. And maybe you're right. Maybe I could be taking a little bit more time. There's still a lot of reading I would like to do. I didn't actually get to finish any books, but I got into a handful of them, and one of them even made me cry because I was like, "Oh wow!" It made me cry like 3 times, actually, like back to back to back. So while it'd be nice to do that, I need to work. That's where my mind is at right now. Like, oh shit, I don't have money. I need to work. Oh God. Oh man. So at the very least, if I can, if I am able to hit the goal of the GoFundMe, then I'll be able to pay off all of the things that are of like immediate like worry, and that'll be it. I'll be good. I'll be fine. I'll be able to stabilize and just focus on what I'm currently working on, rather than just going, oh shit, I might be spending the next 3 months on crunch time, or the next 2 months on crunch time, however long it takes to pay off these bills. So that is where I'm asking for help on, and it's rough for me to do. I've done this. I've tried to do this update video a few times today, and I was even now I'm still just held up by it, and it's that again, that underlying mentality of, I can just work harder and this problem will not be a problem. It is something I've always had a problem with, and that's I gotta stop that. I have to stop doing that because then I run myself into the ground or other problems arise because of it, and that's not good anymore. Um, Tired of throwing myself into the ground without knowing it because now I finally looked up and realized I put myself in a really big hole and it's going to take a lot to climb out of it. So I should stop throwing myself further down the hole. Ugh. Let's talk something positive. So in the last update video, I did not expect just the sheer response that it got. There were hundreds of comments that were posted on that video, and I do want to thank you guys for all of them. I read every single one of them, even the few that were like, "You're faking it. You didn't go to a psych ward," which is like, well, I did. I definitely did. I definitely was able to go to a psych ward and confront reality to prove itself. And well, I was in a psych ward. The psych ward proved itself. So those were the more amusing ones to read. But there were a lot of really supportive comments. A lot of people told their stories, and I read all of them because it's important to. It's important to read everybody's story. That's something that I've kind of like realized. That I I wish that I could know everybody, right? That's something that's been underlying. Like I wish I could know everybody and be like a good pal to every single person in the world, but that's not realistic. But I can still at least read the comments, read y'all's stories, read what you guys have gone through, what you guys recommend, what you've seen your friends or family have gone through. And while I can't post an individual comment to every single one, that would take months to do. I read them all, and they all meant a lot to me, and they mean a lot more like they mean a lot more to me now than they have ever to me. I already took comments pretty seriously in the past, sometimes too seriously, when it came to negative criticism. Um, but now I'm seeing things in a very different light. So yeah, something that you probably don't hear most YouTubers say is, I should have been listening to my comments. I should have been listening to my comments long ago. Not all the way. I think there's a compromise, like middle zone area. A lot of people tell me just to post one video a day or to not post any videos. You'll be fine. No problems will arise if you don't post videos. Oh shit, money problems. But yeah, no, I wish that I had met a lot of comments a little bit more in the middle ground, um, because I've just been kind of a fool. I've been a naive fool who didn't know work hours. I had to be told by my therapist last year that a 40-hour work week doesn't mean working 40 straight hours. It just means being at work for 40 hours, and many of those hours might not have any work at all. And it took until that moment in therapy to click that, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't be trying to record 40 hours a week, because that's way more work, actually. Oh, because then if I'm doing editing and typing up messages to the editors or to the art, the GaLm, my artist who's been amazing, I was really working like 60-hour work weeks, sometimes up to like 70-hour work weeks without knowing it. And no wonder I hit burnout so much. No wonder I was sitting there being like, oh god, I can't bring myself to play games. I'm just gonna watch anime for a fucking day, because I was just destroying myself without realizing it. Now I realize it, but I'm in that weird area where now that I know how bad I was, I don't want to get back to that point again, right? It's like even now, like it's like weight loss. Like you lose a bunch of weight and you don't want to get that weight back. So how do I do that? But then maybe things will happen and you still can't really keep the weight off. And oh God, what's going on? Ugh. I'm all over the place, but I'm a lot better now than I was a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago, my eye was twitching at any amount of like stress or needing to like remember or think about things. So that's good. And I am now about like a couple of weeks into my new medication of Wellbutrin. I don't know how it's affecting me, but I have a pretty clear head. It's not focus per se, or maybe it is. I'm not actually fully sure because I don't know what the full on differences are just yet, but I think it is helping. I think it is helping even up to like just the 1 week point. So I don't know what I was saying. I lost myself in that as I say that Wellbutrin is helping me keep focus. But yeah, gosh, okay. Thank you guys so much for all the comments from the last video. They really meant a lot to me. A lot of the tweets meant a lot to me. I've read almost every single message that you guys have sent me on Twitter as well. Even if I haven't been responding, I have been reading them. I just haven't been responding because it fucking takes me like an hour to respond to like one person sometimes. Sometimes it takes me like 3 to 6 hours to respond to one person. And so that's one of the things I realized this year. I got to stop responding to too many people because a lot of my days have been lost because I sat there trying to type messages when I should have just been working. So we're learning a lot this year. I'm learning a lot this year. Gosh. I'm going to end off the video. Thank you guys for listening. Again, if you want to support me directly, you can do that through the GoFundMe. You can do that through Twitch. You can do that through Patreon. Twitch and Patreon will be a bit of a delayed support, but at least with those, you also get the options of having emotes from Twitch or access to the Discord from both. I do still want to do more for Patreon. I really would like to do more for Patreon and for Twitch, but a lot of those are going to have to come in time, especially because, well, you know, emotes and like rebranding and all these things cost money. Which little short on that at the moment, which is fine. I will work, and in the long run, I will be all right. But in the short run, if you can help me, that'd be awesome. Even if it's just watching the videos or watching the streams, that's okay. And even if you can't watch the streams, if you watch this video up to this point, then that's totally fine too, because at least, like I do when I read the comments or read the messages, at least you're listening. At least you've heard my story a little bit. And thank you for that. Thank you guys for listening to my story. And thank you guys for participating in my story all this time. I'm going to end off this video here. Thank you guys for listening, and I will see you guys later.